And we've got the Dragons' creative quarterback. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup, which should be a good one, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Dragons of Brooklyn. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers, because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. On second down, Nichols. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Hey, look at this Packers defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On the give, this is Nichols. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is Hamilton. He's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stop the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and it's expected him to pick up a first.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dragons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
You're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into the hands of Nichols. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. On the carry, it's Nichols. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the man open here is strong. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down now, Chamberlain. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Operating from the gun. Dunn. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. jetting through the defense. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it left side to Johnson. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this 1st quarter. And he's got a 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they're going to hit with another 1st down. Almost back to the drawing board.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd and a couple. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So now for the 2nd time already here in this quarter, on comes the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. A good start for him in this one here in the 1st quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now.
The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Done. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Chamberlain. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
To
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Yeah, pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Done. And it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
To throw on 3rd down. Done. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. Oh, good move. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He finds his man complete. It's Franklin. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Done. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Done. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Done. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now 3rd down and 7. They'll look to throw. Nice move. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. Touchdown! A great play there. 32 yards. And the Dragons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. On 1st and 10, Dunn. He finds his man, complete. It's Riley. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
A final shot before break. Done. And this is going to be incomplete. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They bring their punter out there now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. On the return, Johnson. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Quick throw out left, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 35, here's second down and 1.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll bring a tight end in motion. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Dragons have got it on cruise control.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Done. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Riley. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Done. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
3rd and 8.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
1st down, Green Bay.
They'll try the left side. Chamberlain. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
1st down, Packers.
Back to throw. Done. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Done. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he is going to have a Packers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. On first down, Chamberlain. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On second down, Chamberlain. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now,
and he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that one good for 16 yards and a first. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Up the middle, Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Franklin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! From 17 yards out.
And the Dragons stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Gets it to Strong. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Done. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Done. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A give up the middle to Johnson. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll set up a throw. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing on 1st down. Done. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Brooklyn, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week.